is Sandy Pagnotti, the CEO of the Ronald McDonald House, and we are so happy on behalf of our staff, our board, our volunteers, our donors, and most importantly, the families and children of the Ronald McDonald House. Thank you for being here on this amazingly glorious morning. Thank you to Mother Nature, and happy Valentine's Day to everyone. So our words for this morning, remember them: build, lift, and love. Build, lift, and love are our words for the day. We are building the dream here on Asquith Street. Most of you out here that I see were with us on May 2nd when we broke ground. So it's 9 months later, and this is our baby. And so our baby, 9 months later, is growing big and strong, and it's pretty unbelievable how, Ryder. So today, we are lifting this beam, and it's a symbolic milestone in the building of the dream. So for so long, we have had to ask the question, who do you choose, and why do we have to choose who can come to the Ronald McDonald House? So with the lifting of this beam and the new house, but we know that by this time next year, we won't have to ask those questions because we'll be able to help every family and child in crisis who needs us. So as the beam rises today, when it starts going up, you're going to see 563 hearts hanging. Now we thought about putting 2,200 because we believe we're going to be able to help 2,200 families a year in the new house. But what we decided instead was to do 563 because that represents the number of families that we could not help because we didn't have room. And the number, so when you see all these hearts going up, you're going to realize that that's how many more families this new house is going to be able to help and how many people we will not have to say no to and that we will be able to help. So, build, lift, and love, and the greatest of these is love. So it's no coincidence that today is Valentine's Day. We picked that very purposefully. And at the Ronald McDonald House, we love big every day. We love full out with our full hearts, and everybody there lives and shows and receives love on a daily basis. So Lexington Street is the house that love built. Asquith Street is the house that love is building. So long into the next century, hopefully you all got a chance to sign the beam, but long into the next century, your names and your signatures on here are going to be a handwritten legacy of love and compassion and hope for the decades and decades to come. So, Booker T. Washington, where is he? Bill. Booker T. Washington said, if you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. True leaders understand that it's not about them, it's about lifting others. And our tireless leader, Bill Paterakis, never makes it about him. It's always about the kids. And because of his leadership, so far we've raised $28.8 million towards the 31 we need to finish. So if anybody knows, we got to push that last $2.5 million, just saying, putting it out there, we're getting close. So Bill, we have said this time and time again, we can never say it enough, that you are the heart and soul of this place. You always make it about everyone else. And we know that you never make it about you, but we also know that none of us would be standing here without you. So thank you for all you do for us and for the children. And we love and appreciate you. It has been said that we rise by lifting others. Now, I can think of no other person that this quote fits better than Rachel Monroe, my good friend, who was supposed to be here today and very short notice was not able to make it, so I hope her team will pass this along. That Rachel Monroe and her team at the Weinberg Foundation lived this mission. Their incredible $5 million gift was a huge milestone in our campaign, and it is the reason we were able to break ground and why we're here today on this beautiful Valentine's Day morning. So as a foundation, as an individuals, the Weinberg Foundation is all about lifting others in our community and around the world. And they've always been essential to us. They lift us, they advocate for us. I'm looking at Amy Klein and Aaron over here. They are our advocates, our champions, and they believed in us when this was just a dream, when it was just an idea, and constantly telling us, keep going, keep going, keep going. So we love and appreciate you all very, very much. And I also want to acknowledge our board chair, Melissa Nigro, who's here, Nancy Grasmick, who's here with us. We have very special guests, Anita Nucci and Joe Ehrman. I would like you two to stand because this is the founding mother and founding father of the original Ronald McDonald House. And I want to tell you something that I remember this conversation that Bill and I just thought of this when you stood up, Joe, actually. When we were thinking of building the new house, we were worried, we went and met with Joe and said, how's everyone going to feel if we build a brand new house and there's so much history on Lexington Street and so much warmth and love, and his response was, it's about what happens inside the walls, not where the walls are. And it was such a beautiful blessing to give us to go forward, knowing that the founding mothers and fathers believed in what we were doing in taking Ronald McDonald House to the next chapter. So thank you for that. And Anita, who comes to every board meeting 35 years later, still there and amazing. So we're so glad you're here. Our McDonald's family of owner-operators, our Whiting Turner team, who this project is ahead of schedule, and I'm just going to keep saying under budget because it makes me feel good. And you never know, it might be. But they're all here. Our Whiting Turner team, will you all shout wave? Unbelievable job. Mike and Chris and Isaac and Irene and Sam and Frank Palmer and everybody, thank you so much. And our building committee led by Tim O'Donnell and Scott and Adam Snavely and everyone who's on that committee. Our hospital partners, many of you are here today. The good people of Jonestown, Joe Cronin is here, I know, and Dwight Warren from the McKim Center, who, again, when this was a dream and this was a piece of dirt and we came, told them what we were thinking of doing, welcomed us, and we meet in the church basement over there every other month, and they are all so supportive and loving, and we can't wait to be your neighbors. And to Jennifer Gray of the governor's office, thank you for being here. I'm not sure where you went, but there she is. Thank you for being here. And so many of our donors are here with us. If you didn't get a chance to see, we do have our most recent campaign update under the red tent. Grab it. It lists all the donors, and we are so happy and grateful to share this morning with you. So there is a saying that says, a rising tide lifts all boats. So today we lift this symbolic beam. And Mayor Pugh, when we chose Jonestown for the location, our goal was to be part of the rising tide that's lifting this community. We made a promise to be good neighbors beyond our own walls, to view the children of Jonestown as our own children, and to help continue the wave of change that is swelling here. We hope and believe that our commitment and investment here can become a model of how public-private partnership can transform a neighborhood. So, Madam Mayor, the Ronald McDonald House loves you. We know that you are doing all you can to change the tides in our city, and we hope to do our part to help rise and lift everybody here. So it's my great honor right now to introduce our good friend, someone I respect very much, Mayor Catherine Pugh.
Ryder, you are so awesome. Make some more noise. Well, let me just say good morning to everybody and happy Valentine's Day. This certainly could not happen on such an even better day. Not only is it Valentine's Day, it's a warm, nice day and everybody's gathered. But Bill, I want to say thank you again on behalf of all of us for all that you've been able to do for this community and for our city at large. You have just been a stalwart in our community, and as you've already said, Sandy, never thinking about yourself, but always thinking about what you could do to help us. And I'm so glad to see my friend Nancy here. Thank you for all the work that you do. And I also want to say to Rachel, because she texted me, called you, we are exceptionally grateful. Because as you can see, as you look around this community, change is taking place. And I tell folks that Baltimore is moving forward. And it's because of partnerships and relationships like the one that has blossomed here. I want to thank Chief Ford, our fire chief, who has served on this board, and this effort is near and dear to his heart. I want to thank, I didn't see many other elected officials, but I wanted to mention Jack Young, because he's been such a great partner with me in terms of how we move our city forward. Whiting Turner, we know, and I'm gonna do the same thing, Sandy, under budget would be great, but what we do know is that you do great work, and you do it on behalf of the citizens of Baltimore. They too volunteer countless hours in making sure that our city continues to move forward. And I just want to say to the family that has helped us to expand and grow Ronald McDonald Houses, thank you for your commitment as well. And Ryder, We know you're a patient, but you're also now a member of the Baltimore community. You embrace us with your presence, but more importantly, you are the spirit of those who will walk through this door, get the assistance and the help that they need, and spread the love of Baltimore. Because what happens here, you all, is that people come from all across the world, because we do have some of the greatest hospital systems in the world, and they become a part of our community. So how we share with them, love them, lift them up, and help make young people like Ryder more healthy so they can continue to live productive lives is a part of who we are as Baltimore. And so again, thank you for this effort. I was here when we broke ground. I'm here when we placed this beam. I expect to be here when we open these doors. God bless everyone. Thank you.
Stay close for the countdown. Okay, now for the big moment. Everybody ready? Yes. You ready? Okay. So we think it's only fitting that a Ronald McDonald House child leads the countdown. I wonder who that will be.
Who will that be?
Okay, so this beam looks and represents a lot like our Ronald McDonald House kids. It is small, but it is mighty. And there's a lot of power and strength packed in there. So Ryder is 8 years old. He's been coming to the Ronald McDonald House for about 4 years. He goes to Kennedy Krieger and Hopkins both, and he is smart and strong and brave and super cool, really. He's just, if you don't get it, like sometime today you need to get a chance to talk to him because he's just a really fun, cool guy. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, Ryder was at the Ronald McDonald House, and he wants to be an architect when he grows up. So we gave him the plans, and we sent him over here to inspect Whiting Turner. And so he took it very seriously, and so did they. They made him a hard hat, and he got a vest, and he got a tour of the site. And then he came back to the house, and we said, so how's it going? How are they doing? And he said, I think they're doing pretty accurate. So that was his stamp of approval. We allowed Whiting Turner to carry on, and that has led us to this moment today. So I would like to bring Ryder right here. He's going to lead us. He's been practicing, and the mayor's going to help us too. All right. So, and his mom, the beautiful Brandy Marsh, is somewhere here. Where is she? There's Mom.
Stand up.
He wants to. There's Mom. All right. Are we ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
You ready? All right, Ryder.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift me!
Oh! Woo! You can do it if you want. Just remember, that's how many families more we're going to be able to help everybody. Oh, you can click it. Watch.